Happy Saturday. It's nice to see you again. I have been rolling over in my head. I really would love to see how well this content creator role goes for me. But just a little nervous because you wonder what kind of content people want to see or want to see from you, what's important. But I had to come back to it's what's important to me and what I feel like I have to say. Those that gravitate toward the page, welcome. Thank you. And I won't say that those that won't, it's not meant for, but share, like, subscribe. Maybe other people will have the same good taste that we have. So today is Saturday and I am out on my way to pick up my mom. We're going to spend the day together. And every time I get this opportunity, I am just wowed. Because for one, I'm exceptionally grateful that my mom is still among the living and that we have gotten to a place where we can comfortably spend time with one another. I have a backstory where the mother-daughter relationship was extremely strained, and it was difficult for us, although we tried. Sometimes we tried individually. She tried and I was resistant because I was hurt, triggered. Sometimes I tried and potentially she was hurt and triggered. So I'm getting a call now. I don't know if that is, oh no, I got a call. I'm not sure if that was still recording, but we're in a good place, and it is only because of God. Only because of God and the blessing to forgive, because forgiveness is a real job. And without the blessing of forgiveness, because we can't do it on our own, it is not of our own volition that we forgive. It is not. Because if that were so, then more people would. Because it's harder to hold on to things and be angry and be upset and be reminded of things. Could you imagine being in a space of unforgiveness with someone who gave you life? For someone who you have to interact with? Because we're in a world of cutoffs. Everybody gets cut off. People get blocked. But you can't cut off your mother. And so I began to recognize where God was taking me with this and how it needed to work through me and work out of me. And life is about people who hurt you, people you love, and people who love you, even though it doesn't always feel that way. So it's just something we can't avoid. And so we have to recognize that, except in cases where people are definitely trying to cause you harm and pull you down and things like that. But if you think about the grace that people have had for you, in spite of you, continuously, then you will learn to have grace. Everybody, I remember one time, I was dating this guy and we had this kind of funny banter going on, but it was funny but serious. And I'm like, oh, you get on my nerves. And he said to me, you get on my nerves too. And I was like, who? Not me. How do I get on your nerves? And that was obviously when I was younger. But I'm thinking, but how could I have not thought that there was an exchange in this? That everything I did was okay. Everything I thought, even my wrongs, my flaws, that people seem to be able to admit, but they don't realize how they affect people. So you have to have grace. So we're spending time today. We're going to see a play called The Other Cinderella. And it's at a black theater that's run by a black woman. Well, she's the owner. I don't say she necessarily runs it, because management could run it, but she's the owner. And I'm happy to support this effort and enjoy this time with my mom. Since I have come to the understanding of how mother-daughter relationships are strained, and once I actually pulled the onion skins back on me and my mother's relationship, or open the lid on that, I have come to meet other women who also have that, and who are not as advanced, I should say, in their forgiveness as I am. And it hurts me to see, but I don't judge it, because I understand where they are. I try to guide people to the side of understanding your mom as a woman, and not as this super being that we think that she is, but understand her as the human that she is. And if God made that my purpose, and I've been heavily judged, because people just don't understand. They don't understand that path. They don't understand it, because society says that all mothers are all right all the time, even if they crackheads. It's all right. She gave you birth. It's okay. But fathers, sisters, uncles, brothers, or whoever, it's not the same. It's not, those relationships are not given the same grace or the same understanding. And people need to be heard, and people need to be validated in understanding that mothers make mistakes. And even though she may have given her best, it's okay. It wasn't enough for you, and it's okay to recognize, or have that be recognized, that it wasn't enough for you, because she may have been rearing her children from a place of hurt. Not your problem. Well, it is your problem, but it's not your fault. But it is your fault if you can't separate yourself from that pain. It is your fault if you continuously have that pain. And that just goes for any relationship, really. But specifically now, I am talking about mother-daughter relationships. But give her a break. And if in you trying to work with her and still dwell peaceably with her, if in her pain she is not as healed as she needs to be to deal with you at the level that you have risen to, then you need to separate yourself. Doesn't mean don't talk to her. Doesn't mean don't honor her, and being respectful. But you also have to respect yourself, and not put yourself in a position to be wrong, also to be triggered emotionally, so that you react or you say things that you shouldn't. And I won't say that you don't mean, but that you shouldn't say. But all things will be well, and I'm here to tell you that all things will be well. And I can almost promise you that. I can promise you that, because all things are well with me. All things are well with us. That doesn't mean we always have sunny days. Like when we have our days, we go out shopping, or we go to the movies, grab dinner or lunch. The issues are not emotional, but it's the mothering that takes place, and I'm a grown woman, that I can be a little bit resistant to, but I've learned to keep my mouth shut. Or it could be something as simple as backseat driving. Now that'll get your nerves together, okay? But we may bicker just a wee bit, and I mean a wee bit, and then we're back. We both put it behind us, move on, have a wonderful day. So I just want to encourage someone that you are seen, and even though your experiences might not mirror your circles or your family's experiences, they are valid. But I want you to know that it is up to you, and only you, and your own superpower, to make all things new for yourself. Do it for you. You're worth it.